Hello, did you guys miss me? It's Steins Gate Zero time, baby. Next episode. Still Suzuha POV. Currently struggling with the past, with this goddamn girl that's almost shot her in the face. I still don't know what her deal was. What was this god's voice that whispered to her? I don't know. I don't know shit. This game isn't giving me anything right now. Maybe it will give me something this episode. Let's dig my dirty fingers into this, okay? I don't want to presume that you did not wash your hands, okay? Anyway. On every night that passed, she remembered Kagari. Susa had spent some time looking for Kagari when she'd first come to this era, but in the end she'd never found anything. Yeah. But Shina Kagari, who was now 22 years old, was here in Akihabara, so it can't be her mom. Chris's mom. Susa was sure of it. But it did no good to keep thinking about it. So Susa decided to stop thinking and look around the room. Oh, hello? Itaru, her dad, was playing yet another game populated entirely with female characters. Why is he almost shirtless? His jaw was slack and he was scratching the belly fat that stuck out from under his shirt as he played. Okay. There was much respect in him right now, either as a father or as a past. Dude, let him chill, okay? Speaking of you being undesirable, how's mom doing? No. Oh my god. He's still afraid, I guess, of Yuki, of a relationship with her. Susa stormed over to Itaru. Bitch! Yeah, totally, yeah. He's doing his best right now, can't you tell? How? When? Huh? She meant the pair of movie tickets that Marty and Ferris, had conspired to give them at the Christmas party. How did he waste them? Uh-huh. Oh. They missed the movie. Okay. Oh. Those snitches. Huh? No. Yeah, he ain't doing shit. It sure isn't. Maybe this was a more important problem than the time machine. Susa brought her hands up to her head. God damn it. I'm leaving soon. Suddenly there was a sad look in Itaru's eyes. Yeah, he already knew that she was going to go. But why go? For the past 6 months, Susa had been thinking about whether it was really right to erase this world. But in the end, it was none other than Itaru who had pushed her to go ahead. Yeah. She couldn't bear to see her father so depressed, so she patted his broad bag. Just do it.
Yes, sir.
Oh my god, this guy. Well, you do your duty. Satisfied, she headed off to take a shower. Don't you dare run away. What?
はい。
You want ice cream?
私シャワー出たらアイス食べたい
Okay.
バニラ
Nice.
わかった。庶民がなかなか口にできない高級なやつをいっぱい買ってきてあげる。
Don't do it.
いっぱいはいらないよ一つでいい
Yeah.
そう、イエス。
Oh, this guy. This guy. That was enough to cheer Dado up. He took his wallet and ran out of the lab.
や
Oh,
れやれ
buying
世
food.
話がかかるんだから
He sure is, man. He's a great guy, though. She had just about taken off her jacket so she could take that shower. But,
鈴葉。
is he back? Itaro had come back into the lab.
どうかした
階段のところにさ、こんなの落ちてたんだよね。
When? Ooh, the fairy Upa. Itaro showed her a keychain he was holding. It was a round anime character whose color had faded to a smoky green. This is not... Okay. Okay, this is Kagari's then. What is Kagari doing here? It was an Upa. It's Kagari's Upa, right?
誰のかわかる？
Yeah.
まゆ姉さんじゃないの
Nope, she has a new one, and it's like very green, and this one is already gray. She leaned forward to take a closer look, and then felt like she was experiencing déjà vu. Déjà vu.
このウーパーどこかで
Even I know where you saw that. She'd seen it before. She couldn't really remember when. But her internal alarms were going off. This keychain was extremely important. It's already faded as Kagari's. Upas were common enough that you could find them anywhere. The plastic edges had worn down, the paint was faded and coming off in places. But there was no dust and there were no stains. Instead it shone brightly, as if its owner had put a lot of effort into taking good care of it. The chain was so old that part of it had snapped off. That was probably how it got dropped.
どこだっただろ
Oh,
うどこかで見た
I wonder where.
まゆしに見せてもらったとか？
そうなのかな
I don't think so. She only... Did she buy this today? I didn't really look at the date. She stared at the green Upa in Itaro's hands. And then in her mind she heard a young girl scream. Yeah. That's a big ass keychain, by the way.
ずっと大切にしてきたウーパのキーホルダーだよかがりちゃんにあげる
Yeah.
大事にしてね
I remember this super because of its like green, bright green color. Green. I'm so done. She gasped. A feeling of indescribable terror raced down her spine. Kagari was here.
まさか
Yeah.
これかがりのか
Yeah, it's Kagari's. That was when she'd last seen it. August 13th, 2036. The day she'd gone into the time machine. That's when she'd held this Upa. It was older and more worn now, but the more she remembered that day, the more certain she became. This was the Upa that Mayuri had given to Kagari. She'd seen Kagari holding it and crying to herself many times before. So she must have been here at the lab, or at least in front
か
of the
がり
lab.
ってもしかして未来のまゆしの娘？
Mm-hmm.
うん
見つかったん？
いやでも向こうはこっちを認識しているんだ
Yeah.
つまりどういうことだってばよ。
I don't know what her
I
plan
just-
is.
このラボを監視してるんだよ
Why? Why is Kagari doing this? Does she want to stop us? 6 months ago, Susa had spotted someone in a riding suit spying on the time machine at Radikan. She gave chase, but they got away. Susa was certain that person had to be Kagari. Ever since then, her careful efforts to defend the time machine had paid off, and she hadn't seen any sign of Kagari. But she'd never thought she'd be spying on the lab as well. What is Kagari's plot? What's her deal? What's her goal?
いやちょっと考えれば当たり前のことだったんだ
Huh?
あいつは私たちがシュタインズゲートに到達するのを阻止しようとしてる
Makes
こ
sense.
の世界をなかったことにしたくないと思ってる
Yeah.
ということは私だけじゃなく父さんもマークされてる
I wonder why she wants her world to be the same. I guess she does not care she does care that her existence and that of her mother get erased, right? Because if they change the current timeline, the current future, Kagari, there's a possibility that Kagari might be erased and not be Mayuri's daughter anymore. And I guess that she is not willing to sacrifice, even though it might cause a third world war. I think... Guys, am I cooking?
僕？
まあ父さんの命に危険はないとは思うんだ。
I think she's watching Dado because he developed the time machine, right? Does she know?
世界線の摂理を信じるなら、父さんは少なくとも2036年までは生きるはずだし、ただシュタインズゲート到達を阻止するために父さんの研究の邪魔はしてくるかもしれない。
A lot of bad things had been happening around Suzuha, Itaru, and Okabe Rintaro. There was some possibility that the final target was Daru.
これからは用心のために、私がいない時には必ずドアに鍵をかけておいて。
Well, Daru's survival is guaranteed in this timeline, though, so he will not die.
わかったよ。
オカリンおじさんや母さんやマユ姉さんたちが一緒にいても絶対に開けっぱなしはダメだよ。
Damn.
気休めかもしれないけどドアチェーンもかけた方がいい。
でもさ、オカリンやマユシならともかくアマネシと二人きりの時にそんなことしたらなんか別の意味で怪しくね。アマネシに変な誤解されないかな。
それは確かに。
That would be very uncomfortable if I were in Yuki's position.
もしそれで嫌われでもしたら我が家のピンチだお。
My lineage. Yeah. Susa groaned softly, unsure of what to do.
父さんがもっと早く母さんと恋人になってれば
Oh my god.
問題もないのに。
で、結局そこへ話が戻るとか？
It's your fault, Daru.
とにかく注意だけはしておいてよね。
Be careful. Susa decided to keep the green Upa keychain. She softly ran her fingertips over it as she stared at it. Yeah.
なあ、鈴葉。かがりたんって血はつながってないけどマユシの娘なんだよね。
Yeah.
そうだよ。
あのマユシに育ててもらった子が人を襲うような恐ろしい人間になるのかな。
I mean, she's not only influenced by Mayuri, but also by the environment she was raised in, like, right, by war.
なんか鈴葉の話とイメージが重ならないっつうか、もっと優しくてほわほわしてて可愛い女の子になってるんじゃないかなとか思ったり。
I mean, she shoved the gun in Susa's face, so.
だとよかったんだけど。私も前はそうなると信じてた。けど今のかがりは多分。
She's probably different? Vengeful? I don't know. From what she'd seen at Radican, she could tell Kagari had definitely received professional combat training. It wasn't just the simple self-defense techniques that she'd learned from Suzuha when she was a child. As she'd grown up, she'd been taught the cold techniques of a killer. Who? Who taught her? There was no way to know where she'd been or what she'd been doing ever since she'd gone missing in 1998. Who taught her? Is she working for CERN? There's no way. But there was no doubt in Suza's mind that she was trying to ruin her plans. Yeah. Yeah. Ever since the fallout of 1998. Suza sighed as she took her shower. Since it was summer, she'd set the water temperature low. It was barely any hotter than tap water. As long as the water was pouring down on her, she could feel like all the bad memories were being washed away. She slapped her cheeks with both hands and turned off the water. The small, tiled room suddenly became quiet. In the silence, she vigorously toweled off her hair. This building was never intended for anyone to live in. Not only was there very little room, there wasn't even a place to change. It was small and there were no windows, and the steam from the shower room built up, making it an unpleasant sauna in summer. Supposedly, Dado and Okabe would sit naked next to the fans to get away from the heat and moisture. Of course, that was only when the girls, as well as Luca, weren't around. Damn. But Susa couldn't do that. There were those huge scars on her chest. If she was careless and Yuki saw them, she'd have a big problem. So she always forced herself to change within this small space. Yeah. Why the lights on? Hello? The second she left the shower room, she realized something was wrong. The lights were off in the part behind the curtain where the lab room was. She was sure she had left all the lab lights on when she'd gone to take a shower. She didn't remember turning them off. Still completely naked, she flung open the curtain. Who there? Who's there? She dropped to the floor, ready to move. She could tell by the light from the shower room that there was no one else there. She didn't hear any breathing, and she didn't feel any other presence.
父さんが一度戻ってきたのか。
Dude, Suzuha, the naked ninja moment is right ahead of you. I don't think it's Dado, by the way. And then when he'd left, he turned off the lights? No, that couldn't be right. She looked around the room and saw that things had been moved in a way that an amateur wouldn't be able to notice. Dado's computer desk, the sofa area, the bookshelves, even the mini kitchen. Someone had gone through them all. From the look of it, the same was probably true of the development room. Somebody is looking for fucking Kurisu's PC. An hard drive, right? But why was it not? I guess it was put back so people wouldn't notice? Suzuha glanced over all the areas where she kept her guns. Uh-oh. The closest was the sofa that she used as a bed. She'd wanted to have one easily available as she was attacked while she slept, so she had cut out the back of one of the sofa cushions and hidden a suppressed semi-automatic pistol in it. Okay, will it become handy? It was just a .32 caliber of self-defense, so it wouldn't do much damage unless you had good aim, but it was small and relatively quiet, which made it the best choice for a place like this. Suzuha tensed all of her muscles, coiling like a spring, slowly moved toward the sofa without making a sound. And as she did, she tried to notice any changes in the surrounding area. Uh-oh. There was a small sound in the development room. It was a tiny, tiny creaking off the floor, to which you'd usually pay no mind. But that was more than enough for Suzuha. Someone's there. Holy shit. In an instant, she moved from quiet to action. She cleared the distance to the sofa in an instant and quickly drew her gun. She held it ready and slipped into the shadow of the refrigerator. From this position, she could barely see into the development room. Who there? What the f- Is it the biker? It's that biker person. Oh my god. The room became silent again, but this time the intruder in the other room didn't try to hide their presence.
おかしな真似をしたら撃つ。手を頭の上に。そのままゆっくり出てこい。
Uh-oh. Is it Kagari? Suzuha threatened the intruder in a low voice, but the intruder seemed completely unconcerned as they exposed themselves to Suzuha's gaze. Woman in a riding suit.
この暑いのによくそんな格好をしていられるな。ヘルメットだけでも取ったらどうだ？
The intruder was wearing a motorcycle suit, just like before. Even the helmet was the same. I don't think this person is looking for Krisu's computer. But why? What is this person looking for? The leather suit clung tight to their skin, revealing a voluptuous and perfectly proportioned body, okay? It was clearly a woman.
あんたが探してるものだけどね。
Is it Moeka? Is this Moeka? Because I think her sprite has the same position as this, like, motorcycle person. Is this Moeka? What you're looking for isn't here.
私の服のポケットだ。
Well, she's naked. Suzuha pointed towards the entrance to the shower room. The shirt she'd just taken off was lying there on the floor. The girl in the motorcycle suit turned her head, but because the face mask was down, Suzuha couldn't read her expression.
なあ、落としたらダメじゃないか。
Uh-oh.
ママからもらった大切なものだろ。
Uh-oh.
かがり。
Is it actually? The second she spoke, Shina Kagari was the first to move. So it's actually Kagari. She drew a G-glossed military knife that she must have been hiding behind her back and closed the gap between herself and Suzuha in an instant. Suzuha pointed the gun at her legs and pulled the trigger, carefully aiming away from her vitals. Oh shit. She heard the small pop of a suppressed 32 and saw Kagari lose her balance and fall. Or she thought she did, but it was a feint. Fuck. Fuck. Oh, no, don't go there. She'd only pretended to lose her balance. In fact, she'd changed directions and was heading for the shower room. Okay, so she was looking for the super. It seemed the first goal was to get what she'd come for. Holy shit. After firing only one shot, Susa realized even a 32 should have more recoil than this. Is it empty? What? She fired again, but Kagari didn't flinch even for a moment. Shit! So she knew the gun was there. What the fuck? At some point, all the bullets in Susa's gun had been swapped with blanks. That instant's panic was all it took. Shit. Kagari reached out for the shot on the floor in front of the shower room. Uh-oh. Susa gave up on firing and flung the gun at Kagari. There was a dull thud as the barrel had slanted to her neck. Caught off balance, she staggered before she could grab the shot. Stop her. Stop her now. Oh my god, she could hear Kagari's voice for the first time from within the helmet. Uh-oh. Susa jumped. Oh! Holy shit! She kicked the off-balanced Kagari as hard as she could with her toned, muscled legs. This was no time to hold back. Holy shit! Oh my god. Kagari went flying all the way to the edge of the room. That had to have broken a few ribs. Don't stand up. Don't stand up. Susa jumped towards her to continue her attack. Uh-oh, she's back. But with terrifying speed, Kagari leapt off the ground and charged at Suzuha. There wasn't enough time to come to a full stop. Oh shit! What? What? A sharp blade swept by, merely centimeters from her exposed abdomen. If she'd pulled back even a few tenths of a second later, the knife would have fatally slashed open her gut.
Oh my!
What the fuck? Yo! Kagari's insane! The blood rushed to Suzuha's head. Kagari was serious, she was planning to kill her. There was no hesitation in her movements. Holy shit. Suzuha leaped back and reached for something she could use as a weapon. But the other guns were probably no different. There was a good chance that all had their ammo swapped with blanks too. It was even possible that all her self-defense knives had been taken too! Well shit. Which left? Left one! There were several knives carefully stored in the kitchen. Yuki had brought them over to use in teaching the other girls how to cook. But Kagari had evidently noticed them as well, and she was moving to keep Suzuha from reaching them. Uh-oh. Is this actually Kagari? Uh-oh. Suzuha kept her distance from Kagari as she slowly moved along the wall. Her competitive drive burned even brighter as she tried to come up with a way to overcome her disadvantage. The Upa? Yeah. She picked up her shirt from in front of the shower room and took the green keychain out of its pockets. Is it actually Kagari? Uh-oh. Her fingers moved as if to crush it. She could see Kagari twitch. For the first time, she could detect a hint of emotion beyond the helmet. Uh-oh. And then in an instant, she threw it at Kagari's stomach. The keychain flew in a slow arc, like she was tossing it to a friend. If something they loved was thrown like that, even the fiercest warrior would instinctively reach out both hands to grab it. Kagari was no exception. She carefully held her mother's memento in both her empty left hand, and the right hand that still clutched the knife. Now! Yeah! Using the slow arc of the keychain as camouflage, Suzuha ran at her in a straight line. Holy shit. Beat her ass. Her right fist connected hard with Kagari's stomach. Then her left arm smashed Kagari's head to the side. Okay. Her helmet is still not off. Oh shit. Kagari's body fell to the ground, her right shoulder taking the brunt of the fall. Suzuha could hear the sound of her joint dislocating. Ah! The knife slipped from her grasp. Oh! Okay, yeah, she's naked, I forgot. Suzuha got behind her and mounted her, twisting her right arm mercilessly. Oh shit! At the same time, she slipped her own left arm around Kagari's neck and squeezed hard. Uh-oh. give up. She could hear something like a moan from Kagari's throat. She could both hear and feel the bones in her arm and neck creaking. Oh my god. Holy shit. Suza's face, bro. Oh my god, but Kagari picked up the knife on the floor with her left hand and once again tried to use it on Suzuha. Suza was forced to squeeze her arm and neck even harder. Oh my god. I think Kagari would disagree that you understand her, but I'm not sure. But Kagari didn't stop. If anything, she tried even harder to pull Suza away. Shit. And where? Even in all the battles she'd been in, this much pressure on 2 different spots was enough to get even the toughest soldier to submit or fall unconscious. Terrified, Suza squeezed even harder. Don't pop her neck. At this rate, she wouldn't simply knock her out. She really would kill Kagari. But if she stopped, Kagari would kill her. What should she do? Please don't let anyone come in right now. Uh-oh. Don't play me. Don't play me. And then she heard a sad, weak voice from inside the helmet. It startled her. And she relaxed both her arms. No, that's what she wanted. But it was just what Kagari had hoped for, yeah. The knife came very close to cutting Suza's left arm. Shit. When she let go to dodge it, Kagari shook her off and kicked at her hips with both legs. Oh my god. Holy shit. Suza was slammed back hard into the computer desk and for a moment she couldn't breathe. She fell to the floor and the printer and monitor crashed mercilessly into her naked body! Fuck! Shit. Okay, what to do now? She has the upper. She forced herself to stand up, gasping hard as she did so. Kagari's breathing was heavy too. Her right arm was pointed in an impossible direction, a hanging limb. Ah! She wouldn't be able to use it for a while probably, but her left arm was still holding the knife. Where's the upper though? Where did she get training from? What? Suza glared at Kagari's face, not that she could see what it looked like behind the helmet. Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The two of them fell silent as they tried to catch their breath. The tension in the air was so thick that it was difficult to move a muscle. Please don't let anyone come in this room right now. Especially not Daru. Sweat rolled down her forehead and into her eyes, but she still didn't blink as she waited for Kagari to make her next move. Holy shit. Uh-oh. It was the sound of the front door opening that broke their stalemate. No! Don't come in here, bitch! Don't you dare. Suza felt a chill run down her spine when she heard Itaru's voice. Shit. Shit. Uh-oh. 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 She yelled at the exact same time he turned on the lights. The sudden brightness was enough to make Suza flinch for an instant. Kagari was wearing a full-face helmet, and that made all the difference. She leapt forward toward Itaru just a moment before Suzuha. Don't get stabbed? Kagari's black knife went up to his throat. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Oh no. Kagari spun around behind him, using Itaru's huge body as a shield. Suza staggered toward them, gritting her teeth. Oh my god. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Yo! 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 Suza going sicko mode! Holy shit. Oh my god. Why are you not saying anything? Hello? Oh no, but Kagari remained silent as she headed outside the door with a hostage. And then in the next moment she shoved him forward. Oh! 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 Itaru lost his balance and fell towards Suzuha. Suzuha fell to the ground underneath his weight. Itaru just barely managed to support himself with his arms and legs to keep from crushing her. Shit, Kagari is gone. Fuck my life. Susa tried to shove him off, using a little more force than she may have intended. But Daro was so huge it would take him a moment to get up. Ah! Oh my god. Poor guy. She was getting away. Yeah. She somehow managed to crawl out from under him and quickly tried to follow after Kagari. You're naked, guy! Oh my god. Itsudo was still lying on the ground as he tossed the naked Susa her shard. She grabbed it and quickly put it on, then ran outside. You have no pants on, girl! Girl, you have no pants on. But when she looked around the street, the girl in the motorcycle leathers wasn't there. There was no way to even know where she'd gone. Fuck! Shit! God damn it! So it was Kagari after all. It would be dangerous to run around trying to find her now. There was a chance Daro would be attacked while she wasn't at the lab. I don't think he would be. Yeah. Daro came outside as well. Oh my god, that was pretty intense. Oh my goodness. What the fuck? She was ready to kill Suzuha. That's crazy. How did all those years change Kagari this much? Oh man. I guess if you want to know what exactly is it that changed her, we have to know where her problems in changing the timelines even come from, right? What this voice of God was or whatever that she had. God damn it. Oh man. The bruises and wounds were bad enough, but the pain that ached in her heart was the worst of all. God damn it.
小さくても勇敢で、マユ姉さんを守るためにいつも頑張ってて、私もそんなあの子にいろいろなことを教えた。きっと妹みたいに思ってた。けど、あいつはもう完全に敵だ。
Yeah, she was about to kill you. Daro straightened up her shirt sleeves. Oh my god, shut up! Shut up! She was wearing no pants. Susa was caught completely off guard. True, her t-shirt only came down to just below her hips, roughly the length of a mini skirt. Her breasts were almost completely bare. Oh my god. The shirt's hem was turned up and she felt exposed.
まあ僕は地上物も結構いける口なんで、乱れた裸 T シャツというのもありといえばありですが、
Shut up! Oh my god!
そうやってふざける。大怪我してたかもしれないのに。
Yeah. Kagari was with the knife at his neck, but she didn't kill him. But Daro shook his head.
僕さっきはナイフ見て騒いじゃったけど、でも怖がる必要なかったんじゃないかなって。あれがもし僕の聞き間違いじゃなかったら。
He can't die. Itsudo rubbed the part of his neck where the knife blade was.
ナイフを突きつけられてた時、ほんの少しだけど聞こえたんだよ。
Huh?
何が？
彼女、多分泣いてた。
Why does Kagari go to such extremes? If it pains her to fight with Susa, why is she fighting so hard? Crying under that helmet, after that whole battle with Suzuha, while holding a knife to Daro's neck. But why? Same, why?
だからさ、決めつけるのはまだ早いんじゃね?
Yeah, we don't know the full story yet.
の？
アイス買ってきてくれた？バニラ。
あ、もちろん。
食べたいな。私ちょっと疲れちゃった。
Oh yeah, emotionally and physically. God damn it. And then she almost fell forward. Oh shit. Dado managed to catch her before she hit the ground.
おい、スズ
ごめん。平気。
You're not.
でも、少しだけ休ませて。
You're tired. I can't blame you. Is she gonna have a dream now? That was all she had the energy to say. She closed her eyes in her dad's arms and her consciousness melted away. POV change? Yeah. God damn it. It's the POV we all hate. God damn it. Not this fun music, no! Yeah, don't you guys love vanilla ice cream? I sure love it. Vanilla is my favorite. Oh my god. Dude, what the fuck? The assault just happened, okay? Oh my god. Well, what does our fave have in store for us today? Let's see. When July came, the sun shone down even harder on eastern Japan. Summer was truly here. The news had been saying for days that the heat island effects might make this the hottest summer in years. Yeah, it's now July. The 3rd of July. And then on the first Sunday in July, I met with Maho in Akihabara. I was waiting at the open cafe at UPX when Maho arrived. She was a little late.
Okabe-san.
Hi.
久しぶり
She ordered an iced coffee and took a deep breath.
と言ってもいつもビデオチャットで顔は合わせてるが、
そうね。あまり久しぶりという感じはしないわ。
Is Maho gonna talk about the shit that Leskinen said? Please? Her habit of paying no attention to her clothes or looks hadn't changed at all in the last 6 months. Why would it change? People were going to think she was an elementary school kid who decided to go play at a friend's house? Bruh. But it would upset her if I said that, so I never would.
まさかこっちに来てるとは思わなかったよ。偶然レスキネン教授と会わなかったら今も知らないままだった。
Yeah.
落ち着いたら連絡するつもりだったのよ。
Calm down?
クリスのことで定期的な連絡はいずれにせよしなければならないのだし。
今回は新型脳炎の研究だって。
レスキネン教授はね。
Yeah.
私はその助手という立場だけど、どちらかというとアマデウス担当。何か不具合はない？と言っても、これもいつも報告は受けているから、大体の状況は分かっているつもりだけれど。
Yeah.
ああ、特に問題ない。最近はクリスの相手をするのに苦労してるけどな。
Oh, why?
ちょっと。
Why are you just here? I didn't even pick up the phone. I heard a voice from my smartphone, which I'd placed on the table.
苦労ってどういう意味？
Huh? I'd left the Amadeus app turned on. Of course, Kariso could hear everything we said.
最初に会った頃よりちょっと口調がきつくなってきてる気がする。
あんたが勝手に私にビビってるだけでしょ？
There is a reason why he's afraid of
かも
you.
な。
Oh no. It was turning out into our old relationship in the Alpha World line, where we'd fought all the time. I was starting to lose track of whether that was a good or a bad thing for me. Bad! I'm here, a moral compass! I'm to tell you this is bad! I thought I was trying to forget about Kriso.
キアジョーさんは初めて会った時の方が口調はきつかったな。
You shouldn't forget, you should try to process, but you can't because you're stuck. God damn it.
あれは。
初対面の人には先輩はきついのよ。なぜかというと。
Why?
年相応に見てもらえないから。
I see. The two of them spoke in unison.
だからついカリカリしちゃうのよ。ある程度親しくなれば、容姿のことも言われなくなるでしょ。だから心穏やかに話せるというだけ。
So basically her default is always being mad. God damn. I guess it was right not to comment on her outfit. Yeah, that was a close call.
アマデウスの話に戻すけど、クリスの口調がきつくなったというのは面白い兆候だわ。
Okay.
私や教授の前では見せない一面なわけでしょ。
Yeah.
それだけ深く心を開いているとも言えるかもしれない。
開いてません。
Instantly shut down. Maho simply smiled and ignored.
そうした心の動きをプログラムとして解析できるから。 私や教授と話しているだけでは決して見られなかった変化だわ。
Yeah, because she's only rude to us.
それだけで岡部さんにテストを続けてもらった価値もあるというものよ。
そんなものか。
レスキネン教授もその点を高く評価していたわ。
Of course he was.
過大評価だと思いますが。
He's just being annoying.
私と話すときも文句や愚痴が多いですし、あまり男らしくないというか。
You still love me for that, Kriso? Don't you pretend? Well, I knew my personality had gotten a bit negative, especially given what I'd been through, yeah. But did you really need to say that to Maho right now? An eye for an eye it is then.
ちなみに今まで報告していなかったことがあるんだが。
Ayo? Ayo?
何かしら。
これはおそらくヒアジョーさんやレスキネン教授も把握していないことだと思う。
Uh-oh.
待って。あんた何の話をしようとしてるの？
Uh-oh.
真帆先輩や教授が把握していないことって？私についての？
Maybe?
栗ご飯とカメハメハといえばわかるか？
Oh no! Oh, here we go. Outing her as a degenerate. A few weeks ago, I'd actually searched for Kuri Gohan and Kamehameha on a whim. It was the handle Kriso had used on Edge Channel when she was still alive, yeah. From what I'd seen, the comments started in summer of 2008 and abruptly stopped on July 2010. And then started up again in December of that same year. So is Kriso AI taking over handle? Even now in July 2011, they were still appearing. If it wasn't Kriso's ghost and it was an imposter, then the only one who could be writing those posts was, yeah. How about no? My god.
やっぱりお前の仕業だったか。さすがに黙っているのはまずいんじゃないか。
真帆先輩に報告するなんてもっとまずいわよ。
You sure?
なんで？
私がアットチャンネルを見てることは一言も教えてないからに決まってるでしょ。
I don't think she knows what Edge Channel is.
堂々としていればいいじゃないか。アットチャンネルを見るのも書き込むのも別に犯罪じゃないんだし。
She's commenting as an AI though.
そうだろ？アットチャンネラークリス。
Oh no, her old nickname.
次にその呼び方したらあることないことアットちゃんに書き込んでやるわよ。
それこそ犯罪一歩手前の行為だろう。
A crime, I guess. Also, doesn't Rintaro use the Hoing Kyoma handle? I think he does. Oh my god. I couldn't help but laugh. Conversations like this brought back so many memories. I used to be so full of myself that I'd take off Kriso all the time, yeah.
ねえ、一体何の話？
Nothing.
何でもありません。気にしないでください。海馬からきれいさっぱり今日の記憶を葬り去ってください。
Totally.
隠していたっていつかはバレるぞ。
Yeah, Maho will probably be even more curious now.
あんたはいいから黙りなさい。
Okay, ma'am. Aw.
やっぱりあなたたち半年前よりずっと仲良くなっているわね。
That's not necessarily a good thing. Just saying.
先輩、すみません。
どうして謝るの？
いえ、せっかく岡部と真帆先輩久々に会ったのに私ばかり。
Oh my god! Stop!
というわけで、あとはお二人でごゆっくりどうぞ。
別にそんなつもりで言ったんじゃないわよ。
Is she actually gonna hang up?
それもこれも岡部が変なことを言い出したせいね。
そうなのか。栗ご飯とカメハメハ。
Oh my god! What was that?
言わないで。
I'll try. Just like the real Kriso, she was strangely obsessed with fighting the fact that she was an Edge Channeler.
ちょっと頭を冷やしたいので一度切りますね。失礼します。
Bye. There she goes. Kriso disappeared from the screen. Kriso had been kind of rude lately, so it felt good to have a chance to get back at her. Wow, if I overdid it, she was probably going to hold a grudge, so this was likely a good place to stop.
栗ご飯って何なのよ？
A food.
どうしても知りたかったらクリスに聞いてくれ。
If I explain this, she'll probably get mad and refuse to talk to me again. Yeah, Chris, he means.
それで今回はどれぐらいの間こっちに滞在することになりそうなんだ？
前よりも長くなるかもしれないわね。
Oh, longer.
レスキネン教授が研究している新型脳炎は未だに詳しいことがほとんど分かっていないようだから、もしかしたら私だけ先に帰らされる可能性もあるけど。
時間があったらラボにも顔を出してみるといい。
Yay!
ダルやマユリもきっと喜ぶはずだ。
We are friends now.
まゆりさんはともかく橋田さんはどうかしら。
Maho, the honorary lab ma'am, everyone. Maho was finally starting to understand Daro's true nature. Speaking of Daro, he should be on a date with Amane Yuki right now.
ちなみに
He definitely isn't.
クリスのノート PC はその後どうしたの？
Good question.
あれは破棄したよ。
Good job.
それが一番いい判断だったんだ。前にそう話しただろう。
ええ、そうね。
She looked down, a sad expression on her face. Yeah, she probably also wanted to know her time travel research paper. I told her I was going to do it ahead of time, but it still must have been upset. It still must have upset her to see one of the last things she had to remember of Krisu being destroyed. Uh-oh. Oh, Susa POV, yeah? Damn, the intro POV was pretty short. A restaurant? Huh? About half the seats at Go-Go Curry were full. It was Sunday, but it was also after 2 p.m, and so the lunchtime rush was over. Susa was sitting at the restaurant's far edge, a baseball cap pulled down over her face. Is she stalking her parents on a date? She was hiding her face with the cap and carefully watching a couple sitting nearby. Major curry? Okay. One of the items at the Go-Go Curry menu. It consists of an extra large portion of rice, pork loin katsu, chicken katsu, sausage, fried shrimp with tartar sauce, and boiled egg. That's so much. Oh my god, that sounds so yum. Delish. A cheerful employee put down 2 giant silver plates, or trays, more accurately, in front of them. So I could see the other customers looking at them and whispering. The couple really stood out after all. The man was a giant who looked like he ate major curry all the time, but the woman was slim, pretty, and looked very kind. The combination of huge man and slim woman was as unbalanced as the combination of pretty girl and major curry. Okay? The major curry was big, it was huge. Susan knew from experience. Did she also eat this? The massive silver trays were loaded with rice and curry, and topped with 2 fried cutlets, fried shrimp, sausage, a boiled egg, and a mountain of cabbage. There was 2 or 3 times as much curry as you'd find in a normal dish, and the toppings were just as big. Even a growing young boy would find it hard to eat them all. Well, here we are. Susan was irritated. He is unhinged maybe, but also very genuine, okay? He's not filtered, he's his true self. The Beauty and the Beast couple? Oh my god! That Susa was watching, of course, with Itaro and Yuki. In the morning, they'd gone to see a movie in Yurakucho, then they'd come to Akihabara and gone straight to Go-Go Curry. Susa had followed them the whole time. That's why she couldn't believe Itaro's choice of date spots. Yeah.
私はゴーゴーカレーでも全く問題ないけど、というかむしろ好きな方だけど。
Yeah, but on the first date?
せっかくの初デートなんだから、もうちょっと他に選択肢もあるだろう。
Well, he goes to places he likes. She clutched the spoon tight and gritted her teeth. Susa knew next to nothing about Japanese youth culture in 2011, and even she knew it was a bad idea. Who knew what was going on through Yuki's mind? Also Susa thought. But is she enjoying it? That's a sweet CG. That's so cute. Surprisingly, Yuki was ignoring the people around her and innocently enjoyed the huge curry. Hell yeah.
天音氏、もし食べきれなかったら、その
I'll do it.
僕が食べてあげるですから。
Uh-huh.
はい、ありがとうございます。けど、 これでも私結構いけるんですよ。
Oh shit, she can eat much? She can eat a lot?
そうですか。びっくりですよ。
実はいつもお店の外でメニューだけ見てて一度食べてみたかったんですよね。
Nice. Score, Daru. Let's go.
連れてきてもらえて嬉しいです。
それは実に良かったですよ。
Uh-huh. Susa had evidently worried over nothing, but still, she realized that Daru was acting strangely. Ever since he'd come out of the movie theater, he was walking and talking strangely. Instead of his usual hunched posture, he was forcing himself to stand up straight. His every movement seemed oddly forced, as if he were a broken robot. And he downed glass after glass of water.
ごめんなさい。私にもお水のおかわりを。
Huh. So, Daru's forcing himself to look presentable, I guess.
はいはい、どうぞ。
ありがとうございます。
They're so polite. Oh my god. Itsuno poured water into Yuki's cup. Susa had a bad feeling. And she was right. Daru was moving so awkwardly that he almost spilled water on her hand. Uh-oh. That he did spill water.
大丈夫ですか？
Oh my god. Daru is having a shutdown right now. Mentally he's shutting down. And he almost spilled water. So he did spill. Not almost. He did spill. Okay.
ちょっと手が濡れただけですから。それより早く食べましょう。
Yuki quickly wiped down the table with a handkerchief and grabbed her fork and spoon. There were stars in her eyes.
それじゃあいただきます。
いただきます。
Hell yeah. Yuki seemed to be really enjoying her meal, but Daru was very formal and quiet. He was taking little nibbles out of a piece of fried cutlet, like a squirrel eating a nut. The whole time they weren't saying a word. Uh-oh.
一体何をやってるんだ父さんは。あんなんじゃ母さんに愛想つかされちゃうよ。
Oh my god. She decided to send him a message on Ryan telling him to get his act together, and she'd just taken out her phone when...
はいメジャーカレールーマシーお待たせしました。
Oh. Uh-oh. Did they notice her? A huge plate was laid on the table in front of her. The other customers started murmuring again. Come to think of it, when she'd followed them into the store, she'd ordered her usual major carry of extra roe and then forgotten about it. Now everybody was going to focus on her. In a small shop like this, it was suicide.
あら？
Quickly look away. Hide your face behind your hands. I don't know you. Pretend I'm not here. Just as she expected, her eyes met Yuki's.
鈴葉さん。
No?
いたんですか？
I'm not here. Who's that?
偶然だね、ゆきさん、兄さん。
Ah?
声かけてくれればよかったのに。いや、気がつかなかったんだよ、全然。
Totally. She realized that she should probably leave, but she couldn't go without at least taking a bite of the major curry in front of her. Of course, her experience in the war had left her completely unable to waste food. She felt Yuki and Daru staring at her as she reluctantly picked up her spoon.
とまあ、そういうことなんで、二人ともごゆっくり。
Her only choice was to finish her extra large curry as soon as possible. She couldn't let herself be in the way. But instead, Yuki came over and picked up Susa's plate.
すみません、店員さん。お友達なんですけど、席を移ってもいいでしょうか。
Oh my god.
はいどうぞ。
This is his family dinner now.
OK ですって。一緒に食べましょうよ。ちょっと。
I want to go, please.
なんでって、ほら、鈴葉さんもメジャーカレーじゃないですか。
It's
これは
good.
ぜひ勝負せねばと思って。
What do you mean?
はあ？審判は橋田さんにやってもらいましょう。
Oh. Ayo. And before Susa could respond, Yuki had moved her plate over to their table. Well.
いや、
Well. She had no choice but to follow, but before she sat down, she whispered in Yuki's ear.
デート中なんだよね。そうです。デート中です。 改めて言われると照れますね。
Uh-huh.
ね
And Dado, what is in your head right now? Dado didn't react at all. Even though she was sure he'd overheard that.
私デートとかしたことないから詳しくないんだけどさ。
Mm-hmm.
デート中に他の女とカレーの早食い対決したりするもんなの？
It is now.
さあ、どうでしょう。
Oh shit, right, this is her first date too.
でもほら、アニメとかコミックスとかにそういうのありません？
Do you?
お兄ちゃんを取られたくない妹が彼女さんに向かって勝負だみたいなの。
What? What? Huh? For some reason Yuki seemed incredibly enthused. Susa was overwhelmed by her energy.
知らないってば。
Yeah.
そういうものなの？兄さん。
His head empty. But even when she turned to Dado for help, he just awkwardly sat there eating his curry like a robot! What the fuck? He's so awkward, bro. He doesn't know what he's doing. He awkwardly turned his head to face her. The rest of him stayed completely still.
なんか言った
Oh my god.
どうしたのさ？なんかおかしいよ。
He's on a
ど
date.
うもしてないおかしくないお
He's talking like a robot too. He's shut down. Holy shit. Susa glanced back at Yuki. Help! What's his deal? And for the first time, Yuki looked concerned. Uh-oh. Hey. Sorry. In the end, Yuki and Susa did have their curry eating contest, and surprisingly, both of them completely finished their meal. Of course. Of course, like mother, like daughter. Susa won by a very small margin, but the battle was exciting enough that not only the other customers, but the staff as well were applauding at the end. But the whole time, Dado kept eating by himself. Since this wasn't even a conversation, let alone a date, she sent Dado home alone. Part of her wanted to demand Dado explain himself right now, but she decided to talk to Yuki instead. Well, he fucked up. She tried her best to avoid Yuki so far in order to keep her identity a secret, but it was July now. She would be gone from this era very soon. This might be her last chance to talk to Yuki at all. Why would she be gone? Why does she have a limit on how long she can be in this world line? Or like, in the past, why?
鈴葉さんがいてくれて助かりました。
I'm so glad you were there. Damn, it must have been awkward as shit. Yuki sighed a little about after Dado left.
私、もしかしたら気に障るようなことをしちゃったのかもしれません。
You did great, sweetie. You did
橋田さん、
awesome.
私といてもあんまり楽しくないみたいだったから。
He isn't used to dates.
単に緊張してただけじゃないかな。でも映画を見る前は楽しそうにお話ししてくれてたんですよ。
Oh.
それが映画の後はすっかりよそよそしくなってしまって。
Huh, why?
私何か間違っちゃったのかな。
I don't think you did.
カレー屋さんに連れて行ってもらったのも私のリクエストだったんですけど、ずっとあの調子だったからさすがにちょっと困ってしまって、それで偶然お店にいた鈴葉さんに助けを求めたというわけです。
Ah, I see. What had happened inside the theater? Susa hadn't followed them inside. She spent about 2 hours killing time outside. What happened in
あ
there?
のさ、ゆきさんはなんで兄さんのこと好きになったの？
Do you like him?
いや、私が言うのもなんだけど、あんまりモテるタイプじゃないじゃん、兄さんって。
Huh?
鈴葉さんはお兄さんのことどう思います？
He is... So I like him a surprising amount. He can be very serious and like, you know, tries to cheer people up around him. But he's also a dog, a weirdo, a pervert, all of those things together.
私？
My god.
好きですか？嫌いですか？
Hmm.
好きですよね。見ていればわかります。
Damn.
もう
There were parts of him that she didn't like, yes, but of course she loved her dad.
って私のことは別にどうでもいいじゃないか。それでユキさんは？私はまだ好きかどうかもよくわからないです。
You don't know.
そっか。
A little disappointing. Not only had Dado not told Yuki he liked her, this was still their first date, and they hadn't spoken that much before either. She hadn't even reached the point where she saw him as a member of the opposite. Yeah. For almost a year, Susa had stayed with him, and she, Mayuri, and Ferris had done everything they could to get the two of them together, but there hadn't been any real progress. Susa felt uneasy when she thought about the future. Maybe her dad wouldn't be her dad anymore. Maybe her mom wouldn't be her mom anymore. Dad and mom wouldn't be together. She imagined that future. Suzuha, a child of divorce. Oh no, that's actually sad.
嫌だ。
Yeah. She looked straight into Yuki's eyes.
私さ、もうすぐここからいなくなるんだ。え？ちょっと遠いところに引っ越すんだよね。そうなんですか？多分戻ってこないと思う。
Yeah.
心配なんだ。父さん。兄さんのこと。だからさ、ユキさん、こんなこと私が頼むのもおかしな話なんだけど。
But, and then she bowed deeply.
橋田至をよろしくお願いします。
Damn. That's a lot on her plate. Huh? There was no answer from Yuki. Susa looked up afraid and tried to gauge the expression on her face. What are you thinking? She looked kind of lonely and kind of sad.
私はどうしたいんでしょうね。
Huh. Yuki whispered and then Suzuha. What? What?
ああ、もうどうするんだよ。これじゃ破局の危機だよ。まだ始まってもいないけど。
Oh my god, Suzuha's having a crash. Oh my god. Oh. Bruh. As soon as she got back to the lab, she yelled at her useless father.
ススハごめんな。橋だけはもうダメなんだ。
What the fuck?
しょぼくれてるんじゃない。シャレじゃ済まないんだ。
Oh my god.
とりあえず今日はなんであんな態度を取ったのかしっかり説明して。今朝出かけるときはあんなに楽しそうだったじゃないか。母さんだって映画の途中までは普通だったって言ってたし。
Yeah, why did he change?
一体何があったの？
いや、それがさ、聞いてくれよ。映画の座席って狭いじゃん。だから僕、天音氏の邪魔にならないようにと思って、できるだけ椅子の端っこに寄って座ってたんだよね。そしたら、椅子がベキっていって壊れそうになって。
Oh my god.
で、慌てて体を支えようとして肘掛けを掴んだんだけど。
Oh no.
それが。
Oh no.
肘掛けじゃなくて天音氏のその手だったんだ
そんなこと母さん一言も言ってなかったけど。
嘘じゃないよ。あの柔らかい感触は肘掛けのはずがない。女の子の手に決まってる。
Oh my god, imagine it wasn't.
そう。
ただ僕、女の子と手をつなぐなんて2次元ならともかく3次元じゃほとんど経験なくて。
それでどうしたの？
天音氏優しいからさ、僕を傷つけないようにと思ったのか、その手を振りほどかないんだ。
Oh my god.
僕ってこの体型じゃん。手汗とかかきまくりじゃん。 ベタベタになるわけじゃん。なのに天音氏、何にも言わずそのままで。
Okay.
なんかそれからすごく意識するようになっちゃって。
Oh, so he was so insecure that he didn't even engage in conversation with Yuki anymore because he thought that she was disgusted of it. God damn it.
ああ、なるほどね。それであんなにポンコツになってたのか。
天音氏もきっと心の中でキモいうざい話せ変態って思ってたに違いないよ。
Oh my god, he's projecting.
母さんはそんな人間じゃないよ。
Yeah. Bruh. In fact, from the way she was acting, she probably thought she'd upset him somehow. The problem was what she'd said.
私はどうしたいんでしょうね。
Huh. What I want to do. What did she mean by that?
母さんがわからない。
Yeah, same.
鈴葉、こうなったら母さんのことは諦めて僕と二人で仲良く生きていこう。
Oh my
言
god.
ってることがめちゃくちゃだよ。そもそも私はどうやって生まれてくればいいんだ。
Yeah.
でも無理だって。
It's impossible. Bruh.
父さんが頑張らないでどうするの？このピンチをチャンスに変えるんだよ。
Oh my god. She grabbed her father by the collar and shook him.
出ないと。
I'll strangle you. She remembered how sad Yuki had looked when they'd said goodbye. Aww.
出ないと取り返しがつかないことになるよ。
ですよね。
What do you mean, yeah? Susa was starting to wonder about leaving, especially how she had even more to worry about. Especially now that she had even more to worry about. Maybe I shouldn't have talked to Yuki after all. She realized again how powerless she was, being from the future. God damn. What will she do? Why will she disappear to begin with? God damn. The Global Brain Science Comprehensive Research Organization, Japanese office prep room in Waka City, hadn't changed a bit in 6 months. That's a long ass fucking name. Also, I'll save my game real quick. I'll take a quick break. I feel like I will still record the Rintaro POV and then I'll stop my episode, so I'll see you guys very soon. Hi guys, I'm back after almost an hour break. I have returned for more Steins Gate. Let me check my recording. Okay, we're good. Rintaro POV, right, let's go. He's finally visiting Dr. Leskinen and Maho in the lab. It was still far from being what it needed to be and still almost completely empty. There were rows and rows of empty desks. God damn it. They need to hire more people, man. This is just sad. The amount of dust on the tables had perhaps increased. Great. After Dr. Leskinen had left, it had probably remained unused.
わざわざ呼びつけてすまないね、リンタロウ。
Rintaro.
ああ、いえ。
Dr. Leskinen had told me he wanted to update the Amadeus app to the latest version, so I'd come to his office after class. Maho had connected my phone to her PC to begin the process. He said it would only take 10 minutes, so I was still sitting around and waiting.
ところで、リンタロウ。
Yeah?
以前にも話したと思うが、本気で留学について考えてみないかい？
I think he is working towards his goal of like entering this university.
君が問題なければ推薦状も書こうじゃないか。
Oh, to the lab. Okay, that's different. He does want to go to university, but Leskinen is inviting him to his lab.
もちろんテストや面接はパスする必要があるけどね。
I frantically straightened my posture. Did he say that? Let me reread that. Being an exchange student. Oh, so I see. Okay.
とてもありがたい話なんですが、
But
今の俺の学力じゃまだ難しいかと。俺、真剣にビクトル・コンドリア大を目指しているんです。
yeah.
だからこそ、絶対に失敗したくなくて。
Yeah.
そのためには、せめてあと1年、本気で勉強すべきだって思っていて。
Dr. Leskinen pursed his lips as I tried to stammer out an explanation. But soon.
OK。
Good. He patted me on the shoulder and smiled.
やはり君はとても思慮深い青年だね。
Thoughtful, he says. Yeah. I have heard you saying that I'm too cautious, bro.
そうですか？そんな風に言われたのは初めてですが。
Rintaro, don't be rizzed up by this guy right now. Don't go weak. Okay, he's sus, AF. Saying it was one thing. But maybe I was just a coward. There were times when you needed the courage to move forward without being afraid of failure. Was now one of those times.
では、挑戦は来年かな？
そうですね。
Had I missed my chance? Would Dr. Leskinen wait until next year? I started to get nervous.
根を詰めすぎるのも良くないよ。例えば大学を見学に行くだけでもモチベーションのアップにつながると思う。
見学ですか？
もしタイミングが合えば旅費は出すからぜひ一度一緒に行ってみないかい？
We'd be willing to pay. To pay to have you visit. Dude, he's a little too forceful here. Why does Dr. Leskinen want Rintaro there so badly? Fuck. Don't go there. This is a trap. This is a trap.
そこまでしてもらえるなんて。
We were.
ありがとうございます。
Oh no.
もちろん私は次いつアメリカに帰れるかどうかわからないから、時期については明言できないがね。
Okay, as Maho said that they'll probably stay longer than 2 months, so.
はい。
Oh my god. I bowed my head in gratitude. Meeting Dr. Leskinen was a real lucky break for me. You say that now? Sorry. I don't trust him, man. By chance, my eyes met Maho's. Oh, she's depressed, so espresso. For some reason, her smile was a little sad. She quickly looked away and went back to her work. God damn it. Whoa. Maho was staying in a business hotel a few stops down from Wako City. What is this room? Is that Maho's room? Did someone write me here? Oh, I can't look at this. She said she deliberately avoided staying in the same hotel as last time.
少し不便になったけれどね。
というか、少しは片付けたらどうだ？
Yeah? She hadn't spent that much time in Japan and it was already messy.
片付ける？私は自分が一番効率的に過ごすことのできる配置をしているだけよ。
Yeah, say that to this trash bag in the corner right now. Which meant she was refusing the hotel's cleaning service. Oh.
そんな風にデリカシーが欠けてるから先輩にはいつまで経っても彼氏ができないんですよ。
Oh my god. This shit again. I could hear Carissa from my phone. She was annoyed. After the app updated, I'd left Amadeus running.
大きなお世話よ。
この部屋の惨状で人を招くなんて普通は恥ずかしくてとてもできません。
Hey. Come on, she's struggling, okay? Well, cleaning wasn't a specialty of mine either. It wouldn't be right to give her too much of a hard time.
それで、俺に話って。
Is it about Dr. Leskinen? I'd come to Maho's hotel because she said she wanted to talk to me about something. I wouldn't have minded talking about it in the office, but she insisted on speaking alone in her hotel room. I knew she didn't mean anything by it. After knowing her for half a year, I knew she wasn't the type. Yeah, it's about Dr. Leskinen. 100p, bro. Maho looked like she was having trouble finding the words she wanted to say.
あなたにまだ聞けていないから。
Told you
クリ
what?
スの事件の
Oh,
真相。
well, Chris is here right now. Chris is listening in right now. I quickly shut down the Amadeus app. Oh shit.
それにタイムマシンのことについても聞きたいの。
Oh.
タイムマシン？
クリスは中鉢論文に関わっている。そう言ったのはあなたよ。ねえ、あの子は本当にタイムマシンを？
On the theory, you know? How should I answer that? Oh, dude. Last time she'd been trying to decrypt Chris's laptop. I was willing to tell her what I experienced in order to get her to stop. In the end, I lost the chance though. But things were different now. Chris's laptop was gone. There was no reason to bring it up anymore. Well, is it gone though? But then Maho said something I didn't expect.
実は私、この半年、本来の研究と並行で
Oh.
タイムマシンの研究をしていたの。
なんだって。
Uh-oh. Rintaro's palms are sweaty. PTSD incoming. Oh my god. He's like, I've been through this shit before.
クリスにできたのなら、私もって思ってしまって。
Don't tell me. Don't fucking tell me that we'll finish another time machine in July. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh, not again. Not in July as well. There's no way. There's no way.
歪んだ対抗意識ね。意地になっているのかも。
I mean, Chris did develop a time machine in an alternative timeline, but it was a group effort to get to this conclusion, so.
でもね。もしタイムマシンを作ることができたら、クリスのことを救えるかもって。
Oh no. No, yeah, here it is. Yeah, it's like, no, don't be like me, don't go through the shit I went through. Oh my god. This was awful. Yeah, why bring it up now? Maho was still haunted by Chris's death just as much as I was.
バカなことは
Yeah.
考えるな。
Yeah. Stop.
岡部さん。
Stop now that you can. Fucking don't do it.
救おうなんて
Yeah,
考えるんじゃない。
because it's impossible.
そんな可能性はゼロなんだ。
Yeah.
神の設定がそれを許さない。
The causality won't allow it.
やっぱり。
What? Did she suspect that Rintaro tried? Ain't no
あ
way.
なた、やっぱり何か知っているのね。
Totally not. Maho got closer to me, yeah?
もしかして実現させたの？クリス
Uh,
はタイムマシンを完成させている？
No?
あなたはそれに乗って
No.
すでに人類初のタイムトラベルを
No.
行ったんでしょ？
No.
そうなんだわ。
Totally not.
根拠があって言っているのか。
I can only testify to that with my lawyer present. God, I hate this. I'm coping so bad by making jokes, guys. I'm sorry if that bothers you. It's my coping mechanism, you know? Oh my god, bro. I pretended to remain calm. Maho seemed shocked at her own words.
ごめんなさい。私どうかしているわ。こんな妄想を口にするなんて。
Delusional, totally.
Hiyajoさん。
Maho started to cry. I didn't know what to do when she started crying right in front of me.
どうしたのかしら。私こんな急に
She's desperate.
全然泣くつもりなんて。
She used her fingers to wipe away the tears. She seemed pretty unstable. Oh man. I could sense a lot more fragility than I'd seen before. She looked like she'd been psychologically pushed to the limit. Yeah. All the things she'd experienced must have taken a toll on her. When we were talking on video chat, I hadn't seen any signs of that at all. Should I tell her? The truth? Uh-oh. Rintaro's empathetic side is coming out and jeopardizing our mission. If she was researching a time machine, that was a bad sign. She might start looking into things and open doors that should remain closed. If that was the case, I should tell her what I experienced. And then have her give up just like I did. Oh my god, please get through to her. If she actually is trying that, is going to reach that? Yeah!
俺が経験したことを
Okay.
話そう。
Okay, confession booth time. Oh my god. You better
絶対
sit.
に
Yeah.
誰にも他言無用だ。
And you better sit down for this one.
それともう一度これだけは言っておく。マキセ・クリスを
Yeah.
救おうとは考えるな。
Yeah.
いいな。
Oh, poor Maho. Maybe she is actually crying because she had hope that her death might be reversible, and now Rintaro crushed that hope. Maybe that is why she's crying now. She nodded as she wiped away the tears. Okay, so I told her about the events in the Alpha world line, about the time machine, about reading Steiner, about the method of sending memories back through time that I called a time leap, about how Krisa had developed a time leap machine that made this possible, about Amane Suzuha, the time traveler from the year 2036, about the future Suzuha had told us about and World War III, and about how the race to develop a time machine would set off that war. I told her all these things, as matter-of-factly as I could. As for how Krisa died, I couldn't tell her that. Yeah, that you killed her. Oh my god, she doesn't need to know. When I told her everything, she fell silent for a bit. She just got the last and this game summarized in I don't know how many hours. She took a deep breath, frowned, and rubbed her temples. Yeah, understandable.
全て信じる必要はない。俺の頭がおかしいと思っても構わない。だが、もし君がタイムマシンの研究を続けてマキセ・クリスを救おうとするなら、俺はどんな手段を使っても止めるつもりだ。だから、変な考えは捨てるんだ。自分を追い詰めるのはよせ。
It was like he's talking to himself. I was about to say more, but Maho put her hand up to stop me.
もう少し整理させて。あなたの言うリーディングシュタイナーって新型脳炎のことじゃないの
yeah.
レスキネン教授が話していた症状と同じだわ。
そうだな。そうかもしれない。レスキネン教授には話すべきかどうかまだ迷っているんだ。
Don't tell him.
無用な混乱を招くかもしれないし。君はどう思う？
私に聞かないで。
Oh. Maho was still massaging her temples with her fingers.
そうだな。すまない。
あなたはクリスのノート PC を本当に破壊してしまったの？
ああ。
How?
壊した。
How?
中身は見た？
ロックの解除方法がわからなかったんだ。見ようがない。
Even Daro said he couldn't do it. There was no way I could do it on my own.
あなたはクリスが書いたタイムマシンに関するオリジナルの論文を読んだの？
Nope.
いや。
Maho kept asking me questions. She seemed to be in some kind of strange hurry.
あなたはクリスがどうやってタイムリープマシンを完成させたか知っているの？
おおよそはな。
再現できる？
Oh.
どうだろうか。ダルの助けがあれば、あるいは。
We don't have the IBN. But we don't need the IBN for the time leap machine, but still.
できるのね。
俺一人じゃ難しい。
Yeah.
私なら。
So Maho, what we need first of all is a fucking microwave. Trust me, bro.
そんなことは考えるな。
God damn. Maho suddenly grimaced as if she was in pain. I realized how pale she was.
ヒヤジョーさん、大丈夫か？
Damn, is that crushing her so much? The idea that she can't build a time machine anymore. Did she really have a headache or something?
少し横になるか？
But she shook her head and kept asking questions.
タイムマシンは今どこにあるの？
In the garbage dump somewhere.
鈴葉さんが乗ってきたという。
Oh.
それはどこに？どこなの？
Why do you want to know? I wasn't sure if I should say without Suza's permission.
秋葉原だ。
Maho looked so desperate that I found myself answering her question.
ラジカンの屋上に。
Oh no.
今もある。
そう。
Her shoulders slumped and her head drooped. I was worried that she might ask to see it for herself, but maybe she really was sick. I don't think so.
本当に平気か？
Oh no. I put my hand on her shoulder and looked at her face.
今日はもう休んだ方が。
Yeah. Oh. Oh! There was no warning at all. Maho's tiny body slammed into me. The force was enough to push me back to the wall.
何を？
What is it about people pushing other people in this game? This is the second or third time now. And twice it was Susa that got pushed. Hello? Before I knew what was happening, her arm was against my throat. She was using the bone in her arm to put pressure on my windpipe. Is she some kind of secret agent? I couldn't breathe or speak. I twisted my body and tried to resist, still clueless as to what was going on. Then she used her other hand to grab my head and slam it back into the wall. What are you doing? Who are you? Her strength was incredible. I was a lot bigger than she was, but still I couldn't escape her grip. Who the fuck are you? Who are you working for? Oh my god, I was so locked in on Dr. Leskinen, I didn't even consider that Maho might be, like, bad on the bad side as well. Shit. 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 Her voice was very dark and very cold. And suddenly she moaned again and her face twisted in pain. Did they do something to her? What is going on? Do you have schizophrenia? Do you have a second personality? She was crying again. What? What do you mean? Why are you crying? What Maho is going through reminds me of what Mayuri's daughter went through when she attacked Suzuha. Of what Kagari went through. Is it the same shit? Dude, what the fuck? Hello? I couldn't escape. I grabbed onto her long hair and tried to pull her away, but she didn't move at all. It was as if she felt no pain. No! It's the same shit! It's the same shit as the guy in the parking lot, right? My phone had been vibrating in my pocket for a while now. I desperately grabbed for it. I pressed the button without even looking at the screen. Is it Krise? Please answer, Krise. Please. Help! Help! I was blacking out. Was I going to die here? Without even knowing why Maho was trying to kill me. Holy fuck. But... hello? The whole time she was strangling me, Maho looked like she was in so much pain. And wait, was she still crying? She doesn't want to do this. She's being controlled somehow. Before I could figure out if her tears were real or an act, I passed out. What in the fuck? What in the fuck is happening? When I woke up, my throat hurt. Yeah, no shit. What in the fuck? I tried to cover my mouth with my hands, but something was keeping them from moving. What? What? I opened my eyes and saw that I was still in some kind of chair with my head facing downward. I slowly raised my head. My hands were tied to the armrest with zip ties. When I tried to break out, the ties dug into my skin and hurt very badly. I tried looking around. Where the fuck? Is it a research center somewhere? It was a room I'd never seen before. There were machines that looked like they belonged in the operation room of a hospital. Operating room. Operation room. My head is empty right now. But the wall was also lined with monitors like some kind of guard room or control room. What are they monitoring? I couldn't see any windows. So I had no idea where I was. Whoa. His voice is fucked, bro. My throat hurt when I tried to talk. And then I remembered that Maho had almost killed me. Why had she done that? I don't know! I felt more confused and angry. Same! What in the fuck? Oh no!
Rintaro,
Bitch boy's back. Bitch is back! Bitch! Whew! I heard footsteps and saw a wavering shadow beneath the dim fluorescent lights in front of me. I knew that voice. Spit in his face. Spit in his mouth. This disgusting bitch. Oh my god.
Leskinen. Kyoju.
Am I in America? Bitch. I'm speechless right now. When I looked again, I saw that he wasn't alone. There were several men behind him in black suits. They were looking at me without saying a word. All of them were holding guns. Oh, fuck. They looked like MIBs and reminded me of the foreigners I'd almost ran into at Dado shop 6 months ago. Or was it the same group? Oh no. If so, does Leskinen's group control Maho as well as Kagari? They must be. And Are they the reason that we almost got shot in the parking lot? I mean, Leskinen himself almost got shot. What the fuck? There were a lot of things I wanted to ask, but more than anything, I wanted to know why Dr. Leskinen wasn't helping me. Oh, he's the mastermind. Of course, the first thing that came to mind was the obvious answer. It was Dr. Leskinen who had put me here, and Maho had captured me under his orders. Not necessarily willingly, by the way, but I didn't want to think about that. So all I could ask was a stupid question like that. Are we in America or still in Japan? Huh? Did he instantly? Oh. Is that why he like buttered us up, calling us the third Einstein or whatever? So that he could lure us right here? Into his grasp? Oh my fucking god, there's no way. I don't want to say that he has value. Sorry, he didn't answer me, but he showed me a self-satisfied smile. I could feel alarm bells going off in my head. I was getting more suspicious of Dr. Leskinen. Oh no. Protection from whom? So is it the Russian-America conflict right now that we're in the midst of? I don't know. Yes? I mean, the people that tried to get Krisus' laptop and hard drive spoke Russian. So, maybe they are not on Leskinen's side after all, but I'm not sure. How did you hear that information? Did she talk to you? God damn it. Oh, wow. Fuck you. Oh, bitch. Instead of feeling calm, Dr. Leskinen's attitude was pissing me off. I felt betrayed. Obviously. There was rage, frustration, sorrow, and a lot of other feelings all mixed together as I gritted my teeth. Dude, I don't think therapy can ever help you ever again. I'm so sorry. Dr. Leskinen ignored me and gave a brief order in English to the other men. They left the room. Only Dr. Leskinen and I remained.
Sate, Rintaro. Watashi no mou hitotsu no shigoto no hanashi o shiyou.
Uh-huh. It was then that I remembered the other world line that I'd been sent to. Oh shit. Shimoyama had told me that an American organization had demanded that I be turned over. Fuck, is that him? But Dr. Leskinen only chuckled. Oh wow.
Strategic Focus 社というアメリカの民間情報機関を知っているかな?
No.
Strategic Focus 社
I'd heard of them before, on a conspiracy theory site that the old me used to read all the time.
Stratophore!
What? Is that a real thing? Ain't no way. Fictional. Okay, thank God. Stratfox, an American private intelligence agency and it is sometimes referred to as the Shadow CIA. It has its own independent intelligence network that it uses to gather and analyze security information from all around the globe. Oh, that's how they found us. and many famous companies and military organizations are present on its on its board of advisors. They are a for-profit company, of course, it's America, with completely different ideals and policies from groups like Anonymous, who crack classified information, or WikiLeaks, which publishes public interest-related information provided by whistleblowers. There's a real information broker named Strategic Forecasting Inc. that is based in Texas, but this company bears no relationship whatsoever to Strategic Focus. Okay. Huh. I remembered reading that they'd acquired top secret information on Russian ballistic missiles that even the CIA couldn't get, and then sold it. The result was the destruction of the CIA's reputation, and at the same time the total reorganization of Russia's military strategy. I'd even heard rumors that during the Gulf and Iraq wars, they'd obtain information about the warring countries faster than anyone and spread it as needed. Oh my god. The world's government supposedly called them the Shadow CIA.
あなたがそのストラト4だって。でも脳科学研究所の主任研究員じゃ。
He's both.
本業はそっちだよ。もちろんね。
Oh, so his shadow CIA activities are just a side hustle. Got it.
ところで私はよくこういう説を唱える連中に出くわすんだ。
Uh-huh.
人間は殺し合いをする猿である。人間の脳だけが大脳神秘質の発達によって狂った信仰や野望を持つようになり、そのせいで戦争が起きる。
Like crazy religions and crazy ambitions reminds me of the guy in the parking lot when he mumbled about God and salvation and hell.
だが私はそうした説を聞くたびに思うのさ。そんなバカみたいな考え方は受け入れられない。下手な目だとね。ではなぜ人間同士の不毛な戦争がいつまでも終わらないのか。
Profit?
わかるかな、レンタロウ。
Profit? I don't know.
それはね、情報のせいなんだよ。
Info? I don't think so.
人間は誰しもあるコミュニティに属している軍隊だ。個人個人は自主的に行動しているつもりでいても、実は全ての脳はそのコミュニティに流布されている情報によってつながっている。
That would be the death of individuality in that case. Because if our brain can only develop or think as a community, there's no individuality. There is no fixing this community if you cannot think against it. What? That's dumb. That's dumb as hell.
そして一つの群れとして生きることを余儀なくされているのさ。
We are forced to because we are social, but we are not dumb. What?
例を挙げてみよう。そうだな。例えは悪いが。
Yeah.
ヨーロッパのある国が行った人類史上最悪の大虐殺は何も中世の魔女狩りの時代に起こった出来事じゃない。
Okay.
20世紀も半ば、すでに原子爆弾すら作られていた、そんな時代の話なんだよ。
Yes, I know what event he's talking about. I'm pretty sure many people do.
しかも、その国は当時最先端の文明国家の一つだった。その国の指導者の資質問題は歴史学者に委ねるとして。
But
実際の現場で虐殺に手を染めた人々のことを君は知っているかい？彼らはただの人殺しの猿だったのだろうか？違う。彼らはごくありふれた普通の人たちだった。
Yeah, I
脳
suppose.
科学的に見ても何一つ以上の見られない普通の脳だったはずだ。
Yes.
ところが、ひとたびそこにとある最悪の情報が伝播すると、途端に彼らの脳は平気で虐殺を行う軍隊と化してしまう。
I mean, you hear plenty of war stories about people killing others without any remorse, even toying with their corpses and lost possessions, and you have to remind yourself that these are definitely monsters because, like, they are scrupulous, right? It already feels like they are killing without remorse. However, what would be insane is if they killed without caring for their own life. Now that is something where it would be like, oh, that's special, that's unique, that's different from what we know today. But killing without remorse is not something special because we already see it in news and stuff, like shit that is already happening today in this world. We see that people kill without remorse, without empathy, sympathy whatsoever, just with cruelty and nothing else. So yeah, they are already capable of that. What do you mean wrong info, by the way?
これは我々の使命なのだ。我々は正しいのだ。だから使命に従わない者は悪なのだ。
What are you, a fucking cult?
そういう情報さ。
Oh! Is he talking about manipulating people into thinking that everyone else is wrong aside from them? Okay.
何が言いたいんですか？
人間の脳という脆い軍隊のための情報はきちんと制御できるものが管理しなくてはならないということだよ。
So basically brainwashing people.
それがストラテジックフォーカスの最終目的だ。私はそれに共感して脳科学者でありながらエージェントとして協力している。
What's your problem, bro?
分かってくれたかな？
No!
わかりません。
Yeah! What the fuck is wrong with you, you fucking nut job? My god!
そんなのよくある映画の悪役のへりくつだ。
I know, right?
結局あなたは金で情報を売買してるだけじゃないですか。
いや。
俺が情報の宝庫だって言いましたよね。タイムマシンの情報を一体どの国に売るつもりです？
To the highest bidder, obviously.
アメリカ、中国、それとも中東やアフリカの紛争地域ですか？
そのすべてだよ。
Hello? Huh? Leskin shrugged his shoulders and quietly laughed. So he's going to secretly distribute this information to every single one of them? I guess it is a race who can build it faster than the time machine. Is it about the time machine anymore? I'm not even sure, because the intro knows more than that.
核兵器と同じさ。抑止力としてあらゆる国に必要だと思っている。
Leskin and be like, you get an atomic weapon, and you get nuclear bombs, and you, and you, and you, for the price of, I don't even know. Oh my fucking god, of humanity, I guess.
タイムマシンは核兵器なんかとはわけが違う。
They fuck you up, bro.
それが使われたかどうか誰も気づかない。もしかしたら使った本人さえも気づかないうちに世界は改変されてしまうんだ。
Yeah.
抑止力になんかならない。どの国も誰がどう世界線をいじったのかすら感知できないまま狂ったように改変を続けるでしょう。
Yeah.
永遠に。
Yeah. Rintaro's going to have headaches for the rest of his fucking existence if that happens.
その通り。
What the fuck?
タイムマシンは核兵器以上にデリケートだ。だからこそ君たちの能力が必要となる。
What the fuck?
君は確かリーディングサイナーと名付けたそうだね。どうやら新型脳炎とほぼ同じ症例だとか。
Shit, he knows about that too. That's right, Leskin was researching the new encephalitis too. I can pronounce that.
我々は新型脳炎患者が過去改変を感知できるのかもしれないというところまでは突き止めていてね。ずっとその確証を求めていたんだ。
Yeah, here you fucking go. Here I am.
世界中の諜報機関も同じ。躍起になって調べている。
Fuck you. Oh my god, I'm so mad. I hated myself for not realizing the possibility sooner. I'd always had the wrong idea. I'd thought that the reason the new virus patients were being brought together was just to give them meaningless treatment. Now it's to research them. But I was naive, too naive. Leskinen and Stratfog's goal was to gather people with reading Steiner. Yeah. And do whatever. I didn't quite read that. And study them. Yes.
さっき真帆から君の特筆すべき能力のことを詳細に聞かせてもらったよ。
You definitely manipulated her somehow, her brain, somehow.
本来君からはクリスの失われた成果について聞き出せればそれでいいと思っていたが。
Oh.
新型農園の情報まで出てくるとは。君は最高だよ。
So he wanted Amadeus to open up to him so he could extract Krisus info, Krisus memories and knowledge, I think.
ここでも我々は世界に対して一歩先んじることができる。
Oh my god. Fuck!
というか、君はどうしてもっと早く私にその能力のことを話してくれなかったんだい？
Bitch, because, like, the fucking safety of humanity is more important than your goddamn stinky shmoney. Bitch! What kind of question is that? The fact that he even has to ask this just lets me know everything about this guy. He's so unhinged, bro.
そうすれば君の友人、勝美の脳もあそこまでいろいろといじくらないで済んだのに。
What did you do to her? What? Katsumi, Nakase Katsumi, did he mean Fubuki? Fuck him. Oh my god. He'll die today.
君が話してくれていたなら、魔法の脳に施術をすることもなかったんだ。
On Maho's brain, yeah. Yeah. And on the daughter of Mayuri as well. Was that why she was acting so weird? Yeah. Yeah. He does not give a fuck. He does not. Emotions have no place in the heart of scientists. Oh, go fuck yourself. I'm so mad now right now.
人類に貢献する情報を手に入れるために必要なことだったんだ。
What benefit, bitch?
それにそんなに慌てなくても大丈夫。魔法も勝美も将来少し脳機能に障害が残る程度で済むはずだ。
Oh my god.
あんた狂ってる。
For the first time, I felt hatred for and fear for the man in front of me. I couldn't believe that this was the same man I'd respected so much, yeah.
Reading Steiner 保有者の脳を調べる。
Oh no, oh
もっ
no.
といろいろな発見があるだろう。
Don't touch my brain. Don't touch my brain, I'll kill you.
それをタイムマシンとセットで売れば、世界の軍事バランスは完全に保たれる。戦争も回避できるんだ。
How can we avoid war? How?
君にもぜひ協力してほしい。
Dude, just because you give them weapons that are on the current level, right? Someone will update before the rest. Someone will always be quicker. There will always be imbalance because humanity just doesn't exist in stasis. How dumb is this guy, bro? He's delusional. Bruh. Leskinen's mannerisms hadn't changed a bit, even as he spoke of these horrifying things. He spoke of these insane things in the same manner that Maho once described as a mischievous child.
俺のことを騙してたんですね。
Yeah.
俺に近づいたのはただ俺がクリスと親しかったからだ。
Yeah.
クリスの生前の情報を俺から引き出そうとしていた。
騙していたつもりはないよ。
Huh?
君と最初に会ったのは偶然だ。
Huh?
エムデウスのテスターを頼んだのは君がクリスの友人だからというのが大きかったがね。ただ君のことを知るうちに純粋に興味を持ったのは本当だ。
So it was accidental that we met. He didn't plan this.
今でも思っているよ。私の下で研究員になってくれたら嬉しいとね。
Assistant more like your brainwashed puppet, bro.
だが、それとこれとは別の話なんだ。
Is it?
さっき言っただろう。君は今この時点で合衆国大統領に匹敵するレベルの重要人物だと。 私個人の考えよりも我々の仕事を優先せざるを得ないんだ。
Is that why the Japanese military in the different world line, is that why they protected us so much? Because we were that important for Leskinen's research.
未来の人類の平和のために。残念だ、リンタロウ。そして楽しみでもある。君の持つ情報の全貌を私は早く知りたくてうずうずしているよ。
Oh my god. Yeah. He'll know that we killed Krisu, by the way, if he ever digs into his brain.
君の記憶データを取らせてもらう。
Fuck you!
君の記憶をアメデウスシステムとして使わせてもらうんだ。強いアイデアだろ？
Fuck you! Oh no!
そうすれば、君が不良の事故で死んでも、君の記憶は残る。
And you can dig into them however you like, you little bitch. Fuck you. Oh my god.
あは、心配しなくてもいい。元より殺すつもりなどないよ。人間というのはエムデウスよりもセキュリティが甘いんだ。苦痛を味わうと、それから逃れるために簡単に情報を漏らす。
Amadeus can't be tortured, bitch.
秘密保持のセキュリティなどないに等しい。拷問が通用しないエムデウスより生身の君の相手をする方がずっと楽だ。
You can still hack this thing.
記憶データを取るのはバックアップだと思ってくれたまえ。例えば、君が拷問に耐えきれず精神崩壊を起こしてしまったとしても、近い将来記憶データを君の脳にダウンロードして回復させることもできるからね。
Oh my god.
君も私の講演に参加していたから知っているだろう。
Shit, will they torture us?
まず記憶データの取得。その後で君自身からいろいろなことを教えてもらう予定だ。
Oh no. Oh no.
忙しくなるぞ。
Oh fuck.
さあ、リラックスして。
そう
でないとデータを正常に取得できないからね。
No, don't touch me, bitch! Oh no! Oh my god, bitch. Dude, if you put my memories into Amadeus, my AI will not betray me, my anger. My AI will not answer to you. Fuck you.
そんな顔をしても誰も助けには来ない。
Oh, bitch.
ここは我々ストラット4が管理する場所だからね。
Oh, bitch, I'm already over recording, by the way. It's already been 2 hours. I'm so sorry.
我々以外には誰も知らない。誰もだ。
Oh my fucking god. I was too stunned to think. There was nowhere to run. My knees shook in terror as I imagined what was about to happen to me. Maybe it would have been better to die. Shit! No! And then I felt sick as I remembered that I was fated not to die until 2025. Well, if no amount of torture could kill me, this was literally hell. No! No! This is game over. This is game over. There's no fucking way. Rinto's getting tortured right now! Her head hurt! Yeah, my shit hurts too! My head hurts too! What the fuck? Let me save. Let me save. What in the fuck is fucking happening? Shit sucks. Straight up. Shit sucks. Oh my god. I knew Leskinen was evil, but like... his motivations are so fucking stupid. How can you reach world peace by giving every single country a fucking time machine? Hello? Is he dumb? Guys, if I misunderstood anything he said, please let me know in the comments below. Because his plan for why he wants Rintaro's shit, like, it can't just be money, right? He's, like, fucking trying to achieve world peace or whatever, even though I think his main motivation is money. But, like, if you guys know better, or if you understood it better than me, please let me know. Holy fuck, I need to calm down. I'm so angry. Okay, my fucking face is entirely red, by the way. My ears, my face. When I get angry, my face gets very red and very hot. Like, I'm always burning I'm almost burning my headphones off, bro. That's how angry I am. Okay, I need to chill. I'll take a break, guys. I'll see you next week. With how the fuck are we gonna save Rintaro? Cause what the fuck, they gotta torture this guy? I don't believe this shit. Holy hell. Please join me, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye. Oh my god, bro.